Scholarship Trust Fund. Let me tell you a little bit about my education journey with the support of the scholarship. In my grade 12 year, like I'm sure many of the recipients tonight can agree, I was a nervous wreck trying to find out what I wanted to do after high school. My dream since I was a little girl, not much smaller than I am right now, was to be a lawyer. The thing about becoming a lawyer was that the path before law school isn't very clear. You can take any university undergraduate course, which left my options wide open. I decided to take something I was interested in, psychology. I applied to several schools and took my pick at getting my honors Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology with a minor in economics at the University of Waterloo. Now, as most parents and guardians in this room can agree, university is not cheap. You've got tuition, residence, food, textbooks, school supplies. I know my parents weren't very happy and not looking forward to these payments. But I am lucky. My parents did pay for my education. So thanks, Mom and Dad. But when my dad came home with this scholarship application, I knew I had to apply. I had to do my part to help pay for my education. The guidance that we've gotten from this union as a network of support for students in their educational journeys is amazing. I'm sure there are many of us out there that are not able to afford college or university. But I am so grateful to Local 183 for allowing students to pursue a higher education without having to worry about financial burden. Your investment in our futures will benefit not only our personal lives, but also the future of our society. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support in my education and the education of all the winners here tonight. Let's do one more round of applause for the union. Scholarship in my final year from the University of Waterloo for being one of the top students in my class. By awarding me the Laborers Local 183 Scholarship, the union has lightened my financial burden, which allowed me to focus on the most important aspect of school, learning. Your generosity of inviting me back here has pushed me to inspire you all to work just as hard as I did to maintain my scholarship throughout all 4 years of my undergraduate degree. And let me tell you, the hard work is worth it. I recently graduated from Waterloo in June with an honors arts degree. I'm currently taking a year off and just finished my applications to law school for the upcoming school year. If it weren't for this scholarship, I can honestly say I may not be in this amazing position I was today. I was invited here tonight as a winner of the Local 183 Scholarship to inspire you all to continue your post-secondary education and work hard towards the completion of your degree. But to be completely candid with you, I'm pretty average. I went through the same application process you did, went to school, and studied. I'm not some genius who was valedictorian in high school or played all the sports teams. I wasn't president of any clubs. In university, I didn't even join any clubs because of the pandemic. I was simply a student with a commitment to my education. I guess that might just be why I'm one of the most suitable people to be up here today. I had some professors I liked, and some I couldn't stand. I made some new friends. I even got to live with some of them. I worked hard for some tests and did well, and sometimes I didn't do so well. There were times I felt like I found my people, and times I felt alone. I went to class, but sometimes I didn't. Most of the morning classes I skipped. I wasn't part of any clubs or teams or councils that could have given me a competitive edge in my applications. The reality is not all of us are going to be the smartest kids in the class, or Olympians, or the most creative, or the top employees in our company. Like most of you, I'm pretty okay at some things and not so great at others. But one thing we can all say is that tonight, we're all winners. The feeling of being a winner is a great one. Hold on to being a winner as long as you can, and work towards being a winner every year of your post-secondary education. Thank you once again, Local 183, for making tonight possible. And thank you for giving all of us the financial support we need to continue our learning. Thank you to the union members who sponsored us as students and encouraged us to apply for this scholarship. And thank you to the students' biggest supporters, whoever they may be, for getting them here today. Parents, guardians, siblings, friends, and extended families, we couldn't have made it here without you. Students, I'd like to leave you all here with some advice for your post-secondary education. Don't take classes before 10 a.m., make sure you research your professors before you take their class, and never pay full price for a textbook. Thank you all and have a wonderful night.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 24th Annual Laborers Local 183 Scholarship Trust Fund Ceremony. It is an honor to address you all at the ceremony this evening. I've had the responsibility and great pleasure of being the administrator of the various Local 183 benefit trust funds for the last 21 years. This event is always one of my favorites each and every year. After 2 years compromised by a pandemic that did not allow us to gather and celebrate together, we are finally back, and we couldn't be happier to have everyone here. It is, however, important to remember that even though we were not physically reunited in 2020 and 2021, Local 183 continued with its commitment and issued 120 scholarships in the past 2 years. In 2020, we awarded 60 scholarships, and in 2021, we presented another 60 for a total of 1.077500. This year, we are pleased to award 70 scholarships to students who have distinguished themselves throughout their academic path, marked by constant dedication and hard work. Overall known for their brilliant marks, they also excel in their personal lives, giving a little of themselves to others every chance they get. Tonight we are here to celebrate them, the students, but we are also here to honor their sponsors. After all, without them and their hard work, these students will not have access to these scholarships. They are the reason why we are here today, and to them we say thank you. To ensure everything goes smoothly and runs smoothly, we want to ask you to try to follow these steps as I announced. After receiving the plaque, each student will take a picture with the executive board on the floor to the left, to the right of the stage, to my left. When you receive your plaque and your check, you'll go over to Jack and the executive board. They'll take your picture there. After that, then the family will be over here. The recipient will go from here over to here with the family, and the family and the recipient will get a picture taken amongst themselves. From there, the recipient will be directed to sit on the stage for a final group photo. We kindly ask the families to return to their tables. We would also like to ask the media present here today not to take photos during the award ceremony. We will provide QR code cards on the tables that will link to a photo gallery containing the images for digital download as well as a press release. Before I announce this year's award recipients, as Jack had mentioned in his words, the Board of Trustees have amended the benefit program this year to acknowledge the children of fallen members from workplace accidents. This year we will provide two $10,000 contributions to a registered education savings plan to assist the children when they are of age to attend post-secondary studies, and one $5,000 scholarship to a recipient actively studying at Toronto Metropolitan University. So at this time, I'd like to call up two individuals. The first one would be the student. His name is Nicholas Cipollone. Unfortunately, he is ill and is not able to join us this evening. But his mother, Amy Pagliozzo, is here, and can I ask you to please come up?
Quebec and in particular the Mississaugas of the New Credit, on whose territory we are gathering here this evening. At this moment, I'd like to call up the LiUNA Local 183 Executive Board. When I call your name, please join me up here on stage. Executive Board Member Pat Sheridan. Executive Board Member Jamie Cortez. Vice President Bernardino Ferreira is away, and President Nelson Mello is not here this evening due to illness. Secretary Treasurer Luis Camata. At this moment, I'd like to introduce the business manager of LiUNA Local 183 and the Ontario Provincial District Council. Under his strong leadership, Local 183 has seen the biggest growth in the shortest period of time, along with massive improvements that benefit the membership and the retirees of LiUNA Local 183. He has always had a reputation for never backing down from the fight when it came to representing the members' rights and safety. He continues to work with the members every day, addressing their concerns and listening to their needs and ideas. The diverse knowledge that he possesses of the industry is unmatched. He's an experienced, dynamic leader who's prepared to show the members a unique and modern form of union leadership and provide the best type of leadership possible for all of the UNO Local 183 members. Please join me in welcoming our business manager, Jack Oliveira.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like also to welcome all the ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, and of course, let me welcome this year's scholarship recipients and their families. By the way, our International Vice President, Joseph Machinelli, cannot be here with us this evening as he's attending his home local 837 scholarship dinner tonight. Joe needed to move his scholarship ahead a week. We needed to move ours back a week, and therefore we're at each other, like Joe's there, I'm here, but believe me, I believe he just sent an email to Marcello, which you'll read it in a minute, and I miss being at Joe Machinelli's scholarship, he misses being here, but at the end of the way, it's all the LiUNA family, just different halls, that's all. So he's not here able to attend, but he would like to congratulate all the scholarship recipients on this great achievement this evening. As well, we would like to welcome all our business representatives and all departments of Local 183, all departments of LiUNA, our sister locals and affiliates, and government officials. As for my comments here tonight, I want to keep my remarks very brief. In large measure because the real stars of tonight's event are the young men and women who are with us to be honored with a financial scholarship of up to $10,000 during the course of their post and secondary education. But however, let me first thank our retirees. Without the commitment and the sacrifices made by those who came before us, none of us would be here tonight. And let me tell you, for those of you that are not familiar with our organization, I was blessed and privileged of working with some of those retirees. And I still remember when they said to me, Jack, in the 50s, for those of you that don't know, this local was started in 1952 by an Irishman named Jerry Gallagher in the hydro sector with 400 workers. And our retirees, and we have some of them here today, they never had any issues on giving a little bit extra at the end of the week in order to keep this great organization open. So please stand and give it up for our retirees as we have a table there by the wall. We would not have the financial resources to undertake this great cause. We wouldn't have this all where we got it tonight. And as we as an organization would be as strong as we are without the hard work and the tireless dedication undertaken by our membership, their families in prior years. Tonight, we have the pleasure of awarding 70 scholarships to these very deserving young women and men. I want to congratulate all of the recipients who were selected for the scholarships this year. You are the best of the best. You will be the leaders of tomorrow in whatever employment and path you choose to take on, whether it will be in healthcare, technology, management, legal, or accounting, or a politician. And never forget 183 if you get there. In judging your collective qualifications and the outstanding academic records, it looks like our future is very bright. Regrettably, to those who didn't get selected this year, I encourage you, each of you, to apply again next year and to keep pushing yourselves hard, because work hard always pays off. On behalf of myself and the Executive Board and the entire membership of Local 183, let me first say how proud we are to be here and hosting this event for each of you tonight. We hope that each scholarship is put to good use and to help in a modest way with your education. These scholarships are but one way in which Local 183 gives back to our community. And what better way to do that than to give financial assistance of our hard-working members. To each of you, you must remember and never forget those who always help you along the way. Always remember your roots, your family, and your connection with Local 183, and never forget where you came from. I also want to thank the parents of all the recipients. You have done an outstanding job of raising your children, and as a parent myself, I know all too well the sacrifices each of you made to get your child to this point in their lives. So on behalf of this great membership of Local 183, the Executive Board, business representatives, and staff, we collectively thank you. As for this summer and moving forward, and this is very important, this is the first time that we've done this. The Executive Board and I have decided that Local 183 Trust Fund will also be awarding the children of our fallen members in the line of their duties an automatic scholarship of $10,000 up to 3 years. The way this will be set up is that the child is underage, the funds will be put into an RESP in their name until they are ready to start their post-secondary education. If the child is already attending university or college, they will not have to apply for the scholarship. They will be automatically provided with funds up to $10,000 while they're attending their post-secondary education. So when we call out your son or daughter's name later tonight, we hope you are filled with pride, as you no doubt should be. Please enjoy this evening, and thank you so much for attending this important event. Thank you.